Very disappointing game for us today, and I don't want to take anything away from UAB. They came in with a great game plan. Their players played really hard, and they executed very well. They made things difficult for us, and we didn't respond very well. We talk about things that we can control, and in those areas we didn't do a very good job. And we've talked often about when the shots aren't falling. And in the two areas, the threes, the free throws, it's a large percentage of our points. We didn't get either going tonight. We still needed to find another way, but this is a very disappointing loss. I apologize to our fans that showed up tonight, and we did not give the type of effort that they deserve, and we've got to be able to fix it and get ready for this next one.
I don't know what you could do about it because the schedule is what it is, but it looked like your guys are really fatigued. It looked like heavy legs and from the start. I mean, they get 4 offensive rebounds in the first possession of the game. And so, I mean, you could talk about or point at maybe lapses in effort occasionally, but it does seem like there is some fatigue. Do you acknowledge that? And what can you do? Do you give them a day off when you typically don't? What do you do about fatigue? Because it looks like maybe even psychological to go with the physical.
I mean, the mental is always so much more than the physical. This time of year, there's a lot of tired, there's a lot of bumps and bruises. We did everything we could to try to manage those things with foot touches, and we did not have pop. Your assessment is absolutely right. We did not have the type of pop necessary to win an American Conference basketball game tonight, especially against a team that is undefeated on the road in conference play. They're very comfortable and confident going on the road. But the offensive rebounding, and we said this is the key. Of course, they went zone and they stuck with it because we weren't making any shots. But we needed to go crash. We needed to make those effort plays, and we didn't do it. So, we're going to be discussing our schedule in the next 2 days, for the next 2 days in preparation for the next. But it's hard to execute anything when you don't have great energy behind it.
You talked about some bumps and bruises. Were any players under the weather, perhaps, or is that something you can divulge?
I'm not going to make any excuses. We did not bring it today the way that we need to be able to bring it in a game like this.
So it feels like adrenaline really wears on you. I mean, it's a great thing in the moment. It kind of carries you, but when it wears off, it seemed like you had like 6 weeks or so of a run it was like a really special run. You win games, you're scoring a lot of points, everybody's fired up, and then maybe you get to a grind, the dog days of the season, I guess, because it happens in every sport. And then you do feel like maybe kind of guys have hit the wall a little bit, and you got to get beyond that and crash through to the next third of the season.
You're asking me if I think we've hit a wall?
Yeah.
I think that we didn't play very well today, and we didn't have a lot of energy and effort. It is a long season, and there are challenging moments throughout seasons. But without a doubt, we've hit a batch of adversity today that is really challenging, very disappointing, and we've got to be able to find our way through it. And this is at this time of the season when you've had over 100 practices, however many games, 25 games, you got to dig in deep, and this really stings, this really burns, but we got to dig in deep. I don't think we're unlike anybody else.
So you guys scored 17 points in 4 minutes. In fact, Miles' big-time dunk, was your first bucket of the second half, and then you scored 17 points in 4 minutes. Did you think, okay, here we go. We finally got our identity back and our second win or whatever, and we're going to win the game. Did you feel 100% confident in that moment that you guys would go ahead and win?
I expect to win every game. And I also know that you're not going to play well every day. Like that's an impossible thing. It doesn't happen for anybody. And there's going to be moments where you just don't play well. And this is one of those where you're just you feel like you're running in mud, you're slipping. There's resistance. Give UAB a lot of credit too, but without a question, I felt like, okay, we're snapping out of it. We're finding our footing. We're finding our rhythm, because we didn't have great rhythm. They were really trying to shorten the game. They were walking the ball up. They scored 27 transition points against us in the first game. They really slowed it down to a halt. There was only 29 possessions in the first half. And then when they got offensive rebounds, we were on defense for just way too long. And that really hurt us and stymied some of our transition flow. And then I felt like, when I told the guys, we don't need to panic. There's enough time. And I thought we had a couple empty possessions and then just too many turnovers.
Every game's an opportunity for growth. How did you feel like, being from a coach's standpoint, watching Tyler get that and one at the end of the game, and just seeing him become more vocal each game too, and just the way that he's been able to progress and get those big time buckets when needed?
Yeah, we had some moments. Tyler's buckets, some of the things, but it was just a little too late. We tried to even ramp up some of our pressure, and they got behind us and scored. But, for Tyler, and for everybody, we needed more on the glass. That was a big play, but we need more, especially when shots aren't falling. And this is something we've talked about. We've not totally experienced like this. But when shots aren't falling, when things aren't going well, we're not getting to the free throw line, how else are we going to do it? And it didn't work out today.
Do you feel like Ade felt like he needed to have a big game after the South Florida game?
I think Ade just wants to win, and he's going to do whatever is going to happen. There was a lot of opportunities in that South Florida game. There was opportunities here today. It's just a different type of game. Every game is different. But we just needed more. We needed more of the hustle, gritty plays to find a way to get this one, and we didn't have it.
How do you address rebounding? This isn't the first time this year that, gotten outboarded, especially on the offensive side. Then rebounding is a lot of energy type plays. How do you address that, practice that, especially with the short turnaround this time of year?
Well, we actually, from a overall defensive rebounding perspective, we're in the top third of the country, sometimes top quarter. And in conference play, we've been in the top 3 of the 13 teams. We needed offensive rebounding today, missing all those shots. We needed to find a way to get those back, and we've had some big games doing that, and we needed those plays today. That requires great effort, energy, perseverance, grit, all the words that you attach to it, and we didn't have it. But it needs to be more consistent. We're a little bit all over the board in that, Mark, and we needed it today. Because we didn't have it, we lose the game.
Is there any confidence that comes with the fact that you've been here before, lose one on the road, lose one at home, and then you responded last time with 7 in a row? Is there any confidence just knowing the guys aren't going to stick on this 2-game losing streak for long?
Well, I have great confidence in this team. Love these guys, and very frustrated today, of course. Have high expectations for this group. There's a standard that's been set here this year that wasn't met today. And so we've got to keep working on that. But every week is a new week in the aspect of, now we're pushing into February. We're in the hunt of a conference race. All of our goals are still in front of us, but we got to have a mindset shift when shots aren't falling. And that's what happened today. If you look at the majority of the year, shots have fallen. And like any level of basketball, when shots are going in, that's when guys are clapping and let's go, let's play D. When shots aren't falling, when we're not getting to the free throw line and getting our easiest baskets, we needed to manufacture some more gritty plays today. And so that's what we got to prepare for when and if that happens again. In late February, early March, conference tournament time, we're going to be in this situation again. So I'm confident our guys will learn from this, but we've got to get ready for this next one. We've got to recover quickly.
Wichita's crowd really can impact the game. It's Valentine's Day. There's not a lot to do in Wichita. There'll be a big crowd there, I suspect. It's a great gym. Is the first 8 minutes of this game Saturday just massively important for you to kind of play to your identity and have a good 8 minutes tonight?
Yeah, I don't want to put it all in the first 8 minutes, but in any race you like to run from in front, and you like to get off to a good start. You like to win each segment of the game. There's, if you take a look at each 4-minute round, there's 5 rounds in each half, 10 rounds overall. You like to win them all. Without a question, there's going to be a lot of emotions and physicality and everything else in that game. We just got to work on us, and we got to get ourselves right to get ready to play a very hard-fought type of game.
This feels like a healthy self-esteem goes along with maybe knocking those 3 off.
Anything else for Coach? Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, everybody.